But you can make it something where it turns out a negative into a positive, I think. And I think that's really, the successful people in life do that, because there's not one person, even though some things are harder than others, and they really are. I don't know what other way to put it than that. Some things really are harder than others, and then there's other things that people go through that you just don't know they're going through. They're really hard, but you can make the successful people are, everybody, even if you don't see their challenges, has some trials and challenges that they're going through, and those successful people, they learn how to kind of not just cope with those, but learn from those and make those things a positive. Yeah, and adapt. I think adapting is huge. So, and that really does come down to a choice. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have hard days, and it doesn't mean you're not going to fail some days, but overall, people that are successful, they learn that life's not going to go exactly the way they want it, and then they adapt. So
yeah. So I want to ask you another thing. This it's not over, right? You had told me that you're actually going through chemo again.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
And how does that feel to be like, I thought I was done with this, and to be like, here we go, another round. What does that feel like?
Oh, it's the worst. Like, especially when you find out that news. So it's, fortunately this time they've caught it really early, and so it's something that it should be done with here shortly. But initially, is to find those things out. There's no worse feeling in the world than that. So
sure, because I mean, anybody who's been on chemo, and Denzel touched on this in an earlier podcast we had, and is the fatigue that comes with it, right?
Yeah, and I'm still trying to work. Like, my wife's had such an emotional year that and is going through some depression and different things that she's a teacher. She's got a teaching degree, and she was teaching before Harrison passed, but she took the year off with hoping that we'd have our baby home, and then she was going to go back part-time, but just emotionally she just doesn't feel like she can do it, because everybody, and their intentions are good, but everybody knows that she had the miscarriage because it was far along, and then they know that we had another baby that passed. And so I think the biggest thing is she just doesn't want people coming in and talking to her all the time, which is just what everyone does. Everyone does. Yep. And so she can't do it. And so I know that I still have to work unless things got really, really bad health-wise. So so I'm just trying to do my best. And then I get vertigo, like I said, 5 to 10 days a month usually too. So it's I have to have a flexible job, but when I'm healthy, I just go at it. And so that's just my philosophy in life. Like, obviously I've still got some major setbacks, but I just always try to push and do what I can for my family. Right now, obviously it's a really hard time for a lot of different things in our family, but we still have a house, and we got to pay for it, and we got to be there for our kids. So
wow.
Accountability.
Yep. And sometimes just even having that accountability keeps you driven. I believe in this being driven by purpose, right? And it seems like a lot of us use our purpose is our family, the people that we're actually doing the things for.
Yeah.
And you seem very driven by that. There's a lot of people that would give up in this situation and be like, okay, well, here it is again. Now I got to get in the boxing ring with cancer again. And this chemo, this guy chemo keeps coming up and hitting me with a right hook, and it hurts, right?
Yeah.
But on the other side, the people in your corner, your wife, your kids, you still got to keep getting in that ring.
Yeah.
And so we like to say, just keep punching, and you are a perfect example of somebody who just keeps punching. Great example,
John.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You like my analogy this time? So, dude, Cam, you are awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to share with people out there? Just some words of wisdom, man. Just how people can be inspired.
I think those are the main things. The one last thing I'd like to touch is just for people, because I know that I've felt this way, is like, especially when you're going through major stuff, because I imagine most people on this podcast are going through major stuff or have done some cool things, is don't be too hard on yourself. Like, it doesn't mean to give up. Like, do what you can, but don't be too hard on yourself. Throughout this whole process, like, I always compare myself to pre-tumor Cameron, where I was the lead athlete. Everything came easy to, like, and it's like, I've done some things that are cooler than that pre-tumor Cameron.
Yeah, you have.
But people, like, just because I'm not getting that same recognition as I was being the elite, does that make sense? Like, sure. we know what we're doing every day, and so as long as we're doing our best, we should give ourselves a pat on the back. So
right on. Well, man, that's awesome. Your story is awesome. I do think you should write a book at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
You can talk about your experiences, and maybe sometime we can have you on here again.
Yeah, I'd love to.
As you go through and battle this next round of chemo and stuff. But it seems like you're getting the health that you need, and you're gonna fight this, and you're gonna get through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now it's more of the financial aspect of things, but that's
sure.
Just do what you got to do. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. For everybody else out there, just want to remind you guys of the first annual Iron Will 5K that we're doing, and we're going to invite Cameron right here, now. If he's feeling up to it, this will be. Really this is November 7th.
Yep. And
if he's feeling up to it, we'll have him come and run with us as well. I mean, just don't leave us in the dust, dude.
We'll see. Like going through. Well, I hope I'll be able to do it even with. So we'll just see how my body is. But I'd love to do it if I can. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a reminder, and it's going to be everywhere, you guys. You can do it from even your home. You can.
Yeah,
you can
it's a virtual 5K.
Yeah, you could run on your treadmill or walk on your treadmill. Shane said he was going to do one-handed walks the whole way. He's going to hop on one hand the whole way. And I'll just be standing there just to help him balance a little.
In awe.
Yep, I will. My jaw will be down to the ground, just drop. But anyways, want to invite people to that. We'll have even more information as we go because we got a lot of stuff that's happening with that. It's awesome, actually. Want to invite all you guys to like this episode, share this episode, you guys, subscribe, and get these messages out there to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sharing it is the best thing you can do
for sure
to help us out with the growth. So,
And Cameron, do you have any, how can people, see how your story is going? Instagram, Facebook, things like that. What are your?
Right now, I'm actually keeping it on the down low, only family knows, because both me and my wife have already gone through so much this past year. People are already coming over to us and every time they see us and being like, "Oh, how are you guys doing?" And
so it's not really on social. Yeah.
So right now, we want it that way just because my wife's already overwhelmed. I'm already overwhelmed, but my wife is especially. So we're doing what we can. But I mean, people can always, I don't know. Right now we're just kind of keeping it to family. But if people want to kind of ask you how I'm doing, I can keep tabs with you and let them know. So
that'd be awesome.
But things it's actually looking really good right now. So I actually shouldn't be doing it much longer. So
okay. He's a fighter, you guys.
That's really good news about
Yeah. All right, you guys. It's been an awesome episode, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Say I am comfortable, it doesn't mean that Views as a part of distractions. So what to watch